What's up? How's it going? Josh just said something funny. But what's up? Go ahead and switch over to the game. I moved my mic so it's not right by my mouse and my keyboard, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better tonight. I feel like my mouse and keyboard was loud a little bit, so let me know if the audio sounds alright. Josh says it sounds okay on his end, so I'm going to trust that it sounds good on here too. Man, it is cold in this room. I wonder if I should get out my space heater. Chilly, chilly. How's it going, guys? We're just going to get right back into it. Yeah. Rowdy, it's been a long time. I still got your emotes. I can put them in chat so you can see them. There it is. There's your emote. Still there. I've still got the other ones too. Got all of them. I did. I trimmed up a little bit. It didn't completely shave. It's still there, but I just trimmed it a little bit so it's not as puffy. I decided I didn't want to shave it all the way off, but I did want to make it just a little bit. I feel like it was getting pretty fluffed out. Alright, let's go back to where we picked off, or where we left off. Pick up where we left
Almost
off.
picked off.
Yeah, there you go. I threw 2 picks in my game yesterday against BYU. In my Dynasty. I was kind of thinking about playing Toy Story Racer on stream, Josh.
Oh, God.
What? That's the 11th. What is it? Lost my favorite axe! Oh, no! Now we gotta go look for the axe. I have no idea where that's at. Let's see. What am I doing today? Oh, yeah. I need to go to Pierre's because BYU failed you. What do you mean BYU failed you?
Well, I got bounced in the first round.
They did get bounced in the first round. That is true. But I played him yesterday in my Dynasty. But
What am I doing?
I threw 2 picks, but in the end, I got him. Were you rooting for him in the tournament? Oh, they messed up your bracket. I gotcha. Well, we're going to start out playing Stardew Valley, and I have no idea where we're going to go from there. I'm going to be honest. I did not plan this out. I literally sat down at my desk, got on the call with Josh here, and then I'm just going to play. I'm just going to play what I play. I did not come in with a plan today.
Maybe we can do the Rizzler later.
Yeah, we might Rizzler later. If the spirits are mildly perturbed today, maybe I should just fish. I don't really feel like it'd be smart to go mining. So let me put everything else away, and then I need to make sure. Oh, excuse me. That I go get some crops. Rollins telling me that everybody needs to go follow Betarized on Twitch. Can I do like custom emotes on YouTube too? That'd be cool. Maybe. Maybe there's a way to do that. I have no idea. Oh, come on, Pierre. Okay. You need an amethyst. I don't have that, Maru. But I will accept your quest anyway, just in case I find one. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-dum. Come on, open your doors, man. Come on, 10 minutes. There we go. First of all, we're buying a backpack. Roland, I said it. I gave you that one. We're gonna do.
Oh no.
I think it was. I'll get 18, and if there was an extra, that's all right. We're gonna go plant these crops, and then I'm gonna go pet my chickens, make sure they've got food, and then we're gonna go fish. Well, actually, we're gonna go find Robin's axe.
Ooh.
Take it to Robin, and then I'm gonna go fish. I'm gonna go fish. I'm gonna fish in the river today. Let me grab 2 of these just in case. Gotta let them out. It's almost 10 o'clock and I haven't let my chickens out. What am I doing? They're still good. Ooh, I got a large egg. I can go put that in the comm center. Oh, that's what I was going to do today. I was going to run errands. Today was an errand day. I watched a video today of somebody who, he was doing perfection and he did it in 6 days. That's wild. There's some people who've done perfection in Stardew Valley in 24 hours, and it's like, you're insane. Doing perfection at all in Stardew Valley is insane. But trying to do it in 20... It's like speedrunning this game, it's like... Some guys are like, min-maxing is like the... Oop, cutscene. It's the most fun way to play the game. I'm like, are you sure about that? Maybe for you, but it is not for me. Ew, it smells. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. I think Gunther has the... Sorry. Gunther has the key. Gunther. Professor Gunther? The man who runs the museum? Why do you think he has it? I saw a big rusty old key fall out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this has just got to be a match for a big rusty old key. Whoa. Oh, no, it's just the squishing. There it is. Whoop. Oh no, where'd my game go? Why is it cutting out? Come back. There it is. There's something moving around in there. Yeah, I'm a big old tough guy. I'm gonna go check it out. Whoop. Oh! Gotta go grab that axe. Oh, I gotta go to Robin's anyway. Look at me knowing what I'm doing. Let me move. What about Red Dead Redemption, Kaysen? It's a great game, but what about it? Actually, let me move this over here. There we go. That makes more sense. Oh man, this is not wanting to stay in frame today. Keeps giving a black screen for a second. There's that axe. Ooh, got some spring onion too. Just one. play Red Dead. I'm gonna play this. I want to play Stardew right now. And maybe I'll play Red Dead eventually, but I'm not gonna play it right now. It's fun, and I'll probably replay it eventually, and I could replay it on stream, but I'm gonna play this because this is what I feel like. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we're gonna run on down to Clunt. And you're gonna bust open some geodes. There's so many ways to like min-max in this game, and I am just not interested in playing that way. Because there's people who like, oh, I gotta go get my save file and I've gotta upload it, and I've gotta check to see where exactly what geode number this is, so I can figure out what specific mineral I'm gonna get for this one, so I can get all the minerals I need in one day. And I'm like, you're insane. That is just so much effort.
Wait, so they're doing all that to find out what's in the geode when they can just crack open the geode?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, you can like there's a pattern to geodes, and so what they're doing is they are trying to figure out like if I do an Omni geode here and then switch to a magma geode here and then a regular geode here and then a magma geode again, and it's like it gives you the specific ones you're looking for. There's a way to predict what it's going to give you, so that way you don't have to reset the day if you don't like what you get. Which is just so much effort. It's like, I'm sure for speedrunners, that's nice. Not for me.
That is a lot.
It is a lot. And it's a completely valid way to play the game, but it is not my way to play the game.
Man, I'm already getting some iridium quality fish.
Josh, my kids want me to play Fortnite. Should I do it? The correct answer,
you know how I feel about Fortnite.
The correct answer is no. Demetrius, get out of my way! Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not playing Fortnite. I may have it installed on my computer. I am not playing it. Hate to break it to you. No matter how much you ask, it's not going to happen. You've asked me for months, and it's not going to happen.
You tried it.
I tried it. And again, 3 victory royales. That's it. We're going to put this here. Okay. Now I fish. Oh, wait a minute. Almost forgot, Robin. Take your axe. Boop.
No.
There you go. Time to go fish at the river. The stream is glitchy? I guess I could look and see on my end. Maybe it could be me. I'll look real quick. Give me just a second. On my end, it looks okay. I'm not sure what you're seeing. I'll keep it up on my phone over here. And is it the audio or is it the video? Because if I don't have the audio on, I'm not listening to that because I don't want there to be an echo. But as far as I can tell, the video looks okay on my end. Bum 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 bum. It keeps stopping. The audio or the vid? Like, is it the sound or is it the video? Or is it the whole thing? Oh, it has to load. That could be an internet thing. That happens if there's an internet problem. I don't know what would be causing that, but as far as I can tell, I'm watching the stream on my phone from my other YouTube account, and it looks okay. I think. Pam? 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 Go around. Pam! Now she's running. It's just a video? Okay. So that sounds like it might be an internet thing on your end, unfortunately. Man, I've been fishing for like 2.5 hours and I caught one fish. Shane, go around. Shane? Shane. When you get over here, you better go around. He's not going to go around. You think it's the wind? It's very possible. That it actually does that out here. If you have fiber, it's possible that the line slaps around. Because out here, fiber is through the power lines.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, what do you mean you don't think so?
I mean, my fiber is overhead, and I don't have problems when it's windy.
I have had problems when it's gotten really windy. It doesn't happen very often. It has to be pretty windy, but out here today, it was pretty windy. I was walking Ahsoka earlier, and I kind of had to lean when I was walking. There's Kansas windy, and then there's Western Kansas windy. And I'm not saying that's for sure what it is, but it's very possible. I have definitely had problems when it's windy.
I'm desperately hoping for a rainy day.
In the game?
Yeah.
Didn't it rain yesterday for you?
At one point, but I'm trying to upgrade my watering can.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I see, Roland. Gotcha. But what day is it in the game for you?
The 25th.
Go give it to him on the 28th. Or no, the 27th. Because you don't need to water the plants on the last day. Because they die anyway. If it doesn't rain, do it on the 27th. After you've watered your plants. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's getting dark. Ba-dum, boom. Ba-dum, boom. Ba-dum. Boom. Ba-dum, boom. Anakin, why are you stretching your leg out on my table so you can clean yourself? You freak.
What he does.
It is what he do.
He is a cat.
He is a cat. You are right. He is a cat. No, no, no. Okay. Nope. Be right back. Anakin! Come here. He's going to his spot to try to mess with stuff. And now he's hidden himself. I don't know where he went. He was about to go up on the office Lego set.
He's preparing to strike.
Oh, there he is. Go! Now I have to close the door. little jerk he is. What? Are you proud? You switched to Twitch? Is it better on Twitch?
Hey,
What's up?
it's gonna rain tomorrow on the 27th.
Well, there you go. Now you got extra. You got extra time. Raul, in case you haven't seen, I'll put the emotes in chat again so you can see them. This is what they look like. I don't know. I think they're kind of funny. Eventually, someday, I'd like to make more of them. I do have a few pictures I could use for it. We'll see if I use them. We will see. I'm gonna crank that up. Why does it... You know what? I'm going to mess with my game capture real quick because this is being a little annoying. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. That's better. It's like when I click out of the window, it's trying to act like it's not there anymore. Weird. Bottom bomb. Bottom bomb. Bottom bomb. Ba-da-da-da.
Oh, and I can say that the chewy bluegrass does grow randomly in the season.
Oh, just throughout the season?
Yeah,
Nice.
because this first patch of dirt that I was using for my farming, there's just some new bluegrass that popped up like halfway through the season.
Yeah, I have some growing right next to my farm now, so I think you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you see those emotes? That's what I was talking about earlier, if that's what you're asking. I put those emotes in chat. Can you see those? Let's make an iron bar just because I can. Pop. Gotta go close that door. Oh, pet my dog. Of course I've got to pet my dog. Four 414 ain't bad. The booksellers. Did you interact with the bookseller at all?
Yeah, I did.
What's his whole deal?
So he sells books.
Oh thanks. Super
But
helpful.
the books can give you like upgrades, like movement speed. I don't remember them all, but it gives you like certain little little boosts to your character.
Interesting.
I think there was one where you could level up your combat. You could level up your foraging or whatever just by reading these books.
Interesting. Oh, wait. I need to water my crops. What am I thinking? Ron, the way to get those is you have to be a subscriber. If you subscribe on Twitch, those emotes come with that. So, of course, I'm a subscriber for myself. But if anybody was subscribed, that is one of those things that they'd get. They'd get those emotes, and the more subscribers a person gets, the more emotes they can use, the more emotes they can make, and yeah. Not that you need to subscribe. You don't feel the need to do that, but that is the way to do that. Well, when I go through, it says Dylan has followed me, but I don't see anywhere that he subscribed anywhere. The last subscriber I have is actually Josh from 2 years ago.
Yo.
What?
That's me.
That is you, yes. Oops. Ooh, chicken statue.
Ah, dang it, I need my copper. About walked all the way to Clunt's without my copper.
What a mistake. That could have been bad for you. Give me just a second. Oops. Here, I'll give you an example. There you go. There it is. You're welcome. I'm actually going to take my fishing pole down there with me. Yeah, no problem. Actually, I need to fix this. This is not where those go. Bum, 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 bum. And funny enough, you can use those in any stream on Twitch now. You get those for the month. You actually might get to keep those after the month. I'm not sure, but I think once you have them once, you don't. I don't know if you lose them. You just don't get any new ones. I'm not gonna do that for everybody. I did it twice. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, now let's go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait to do this because I don't have the time. I need to put that away too. We're going to the mine. You can use them in any stream on Twitch. They work anywhere. When you open the emote tab, they are there for you for as long as you're subscribed. Oh, there's a worm. You know what? I'm going back to get my hoe. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, the other thing that happens if you are on Twitch, when you're subscribed, you don't get ads anymore for the person you're subscribed to. So now you won't have ads. There's an ad about to start in 3 minutes. You won't get it. But only on my stream. Only on mine. More carrot seeds. Have you gotten any carrot seeds?
No, I have not yet.
That is weird. Why am I getting... What's happening?
I'm finally listening to that cover of Unshaken you sent me.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
How do people get blessed with such deep voices?
I know. Right? I've listened to it like 3 times today. Only 3, though. It's a good cover. I'm sure it's...
Dude's singing like 3 octaves lower than what I can sing.
Have you never watched Jeff Castellucci before?
No.
Have you ever listened to Voice Play?
I have a couple times.
He's the bass. So you've probably listened to something he's been in. Well,
Yeah.
you have to have if you've listened to Voice Play before, but yeah. Holy cow. Oh, hey. I needed exactly this. When... Oh, it's the final day? Let's go do this. Sure. Where is Maru? Is she working? Let me check Maru's schedule. I need to figure out why the screen keeps going black. That's weird. Is it actually doing that on the main stream? Yeah, it is. Why does my screen go black when I click out? That's weird. What if I did this? Actually, this should absolutely fix it. Let me... Boop, 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 boop. There we go. So when I click out here, it shouldn't go away. All right, now it won't go black anymore. That's annoying. Yesterday that worked. Why won't that work today? Anyway, okay, Maru Stardew. That's what I'm looking up right now, so I can figure out her schedule, so I can figure out where she's at. I don't want to waste my time. It's a sunny day. Where's she at on a Friday? She is at her house, which is nice because she is right here. She's going to be right in this house, right over there. Maru, you asked for a rock that I'm going to give you. Man, I keep looking over at chat and my face is just going wild. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Money! I've been trying to adjust the ad cycle too, because I feel like I was running ads too much. Like, I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to be obnoxious. I think I have it every 20 minutes now, which seems reasonable. I could do it even less. I thought about going 30. Bang. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hey, get away. Just get me out. man, if you're just gonna give me ladders. I need a magnet ring. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Go. Nope. 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 Take that. Take that. I love that I have that mushroom now. That's good. You know, I think my opinion on keyboards has changed. If I were to end up getting another keyboard, I think I would actually get one that's quiet. I liked the idea of mechanical keyboards, but now it's just like sometimes I do get actually annoyed with it.
You can get mechanical keyboards with quiet switches.
I know, and I honestly probably could just buy new switches for this keyboard, but
Yeah, you probably can. I think you can.
But at the same time, do I feel like taking all my keys off and putting new switches on them? Also, this keyboard is how old at this point? I mean, I guess it's not that old, but I have had some issues. Like the 0 button on my keyboard is starting to not work very well for some reason. I've also had an issue with my spacebar.
Maybe you should just buy some new switches. The keyboard I have has switches just like yours. They have the same exact feel, but they don't have the noise, the loud click.
Yeah.
So they're still fairly quiet.
Oh. Oh. I need a wider field of view for my webcam. I wish I had it a little bit farther back than I do. If I had money, I'd buy... I know what webcam I'd get. I'd get an Elgato webcam. And I'd also just get an Elgato, period. A capture card as well. That way I could actually, like, stream PlayStation games. Because I would love to do that. Instead of waiting, like, 3 years for the game to come out on computer. Get down. Get down. Ooh, what is that? A monster compendium? What is that? That's new. And what is it? Hello? What are you? I would love to find out. These monsters need to die. Sit down. Sit down, bad men. Man, I need a better sword. Okay, what is this? It's monsters have a chance to drop double loot. So, are those power-ups permanent? Are book power-ups permanent?
I think so. From what I understand when I was reading through it. Damn it.
Wow, the one I just got is... You can't buy that. Huh. That's cool. Didn't even know about those. I mean, I knew there was a bookseller, but I didn't know what. I don't know what he did. I mean, I knew he sold books, but I didn't know what the
He
books
sells books, Derek.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. I didn't know, but
It's like the Scholastic Book Fair, but in Stardew.
they still do those. We still do Scholastic Book Fair days or weeks. where
Dude,
they
those
come
weeks
in.
were awesome.
Yeah, they're still pretty popular.
Except most of the time, we didn't buy books. We bought useless crap that was part of the book fair.
You mean like the long squiggly erasers,
Yeah, and like the really long, squiggly pencils and
posters?
cheat code books for
Oh, cheat
games.
code books. Man, before they were all over the internet.
That's right. We used to use cheat code books
Or cheat code discs.
before the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we'd go to the book fair and they'd have books about the video games with the cheat codes built into them so that you could put them into the games. Oh, man, different times. I missed that. That was fun. It felt special. You know, now it's like you just go on the internet. It used to feel like you were doing something mysterious. Now it's like, oh, just Google it.
You had to pay for it to get that kind of access.
Yes, that is also true. We were also getting robbed blind. Our parents would give us money to buy books, but they never specified which ones.
It is a book.
It is a book, and I'm sure it's not the one my mom meant. I didn't have very many books, but I would buy the Game Shark discs. I had a couple of those. Not all of them worked, unfortunately. Some of them were total scams. A slingshot? Oh, I'm so excited to never use my slingshot.
Ooh, yes, finally.
What's up?
I got a small glow ring.
Nice, dude. Nice. I've made it to level 40 of the mines. Alright, bad time's coming. Oh, I got plenty of time.
Alright, come on, give me a ladder.
Boom. 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 I've been very methodical in my playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima this time, Josh. I've already finished the first island, and I'm like not even halfway through the second island. It's the first island's or the first section's completely done. Like I did all of the guiding winds for everything, all the Inari, all of the towns, all of the banners, everything. Everything is done. I was just like, I'm not doing it the same way I did last time.
Now with the since I'm playing on New Game Plus, if you go to the Ghost Merchant, you can buy new charms, and these charms are basically like they're the Ghost of Tsushima equivalent of skulls from Halo.
Ooh, like it makes the challenges harder and stuff.
You can like just alter the gameplay a little bit or kind of up the challenge. I bought a couple. I've only am using one, but I'm using the Charm of Carnage.
What's that one do?
Would you like to guess what that might do?
Does it make everybody have more damage?
Doesn't make everybody have more damage. It's not really a challenge, but it alters it a little bit. The Charm of Carnage makes all of the fighting bloodier.
Oh. It's already pretty bloody.
Yeah, it's even more with the Charm of Carnage.
Oh. Oh. Honestly, it'd be kind of nice if I could do this playthrough on my PlayStation, and then if I could like upload my save onto my computer. I don't think that's possible, but it'd be cool so that way I can just do New Game Plus when it comes out on PC. Okay, let's see. What do I need to do? Let's go ahead. We're gonna smelt some stuff. I forgot to take my bug meat. Oh well. Slingshot. I wish I could just leave that somewhere and never to see it again. Some people swear by the slingshot in this game, and I just can't do it. It is just not for me. Oops. There's Robin working at midnight.
But of course.
As she do. Alright. Anything else?
You gotta admire Robin's work ethic. When you
Yeah.
hire her to do a job, she is there day and night, rain or shine.
Yep. Committed.
Robin says, I am not leaving until this job is done.
Can't fault a woman for that.
You know, if you could just, I don't know, not.
What do we have? That's 5 plus 3, that's 8. Okay, I don't need 2 of these coal. Okay, bedtime. Actually, you know what? It's not bedtime. I'm gonna do one more set of copper since I literally just finished. What good timing! Yes, sir! Okay, now it's bedtime. Hello, dog. Good night, dog. Mining level 3, a miner's treat. Yes, sir! Day 13. Oh, it's the egg festival! No!
Hey, if you get 9 eggs, you win a hat.
Yep.
What, do you not want to win a hat?
Getting sick of this table. There we go. What's my mail? Dear Luna, how are you doing, sweetie? I've missed you so much since you left. I hope the farm life is everything you hope for. Love, Mom. P.S. I sent your favorite cookies. Dear Farmer Luna, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's a really nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me raw materials, I can pay a fee. I can expand your house. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With the kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley, the local carpenter. Egg Festival means it's time to just clean up around my farm for a little bit. After I water my plants. Man, I wish I had quality sprinklers.
Same.
I'm not gonna have enough water. Oh, I'm gonna be just short, aren't I? Oh, pain. Ooh. Large egg. Bok bok. I like how you said day or night. You got it, Roland. Day or night, she's working, and then it's the egg festival. She's not there.
Hey, some things are more important than building, Derek.
Egg.
And it's the egg festival.
It's egg. 169, Roland. Clap.
Let's see. Animal products worth 10% more, or crops worth 10% more?
Animal products or crop products? Ooh,
Yeah.
you know what?
I think I've always typically done animal products.
I normally
Given this is a... I feel like I still should go animal products, as this is primarily an animal farm.
That makes sense. I guess it depends on how long you're expecting to play the game.
I don't know.
If you're thinking at all about possibly trying to do, like, more than just a casual playthrough, I would do crops. If you're planning on doing a casual playthrough, animal products is probably the best. Because, with animal products, of course, it's truffles. But with crops, eventually, ancient fruit is the way to go. And since ancient fruit is the way to go, crops. But because the best late game moneymaker is ancient fruit, bar none.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, sounds like I'm gonna have another mining day.
Gotta remember where all the eggs are.
Mm-hmm.
13, you got it. You had to use a calculator. Yeah. The thing is, when you're doing that test, that one's going to be on mental math, so you wouldn't have a calculator, unfortunately. But on the other two, you'll be able to use a calculator. The other two tests. Abigail, get out of my way! No, get out of my way! How many did I get? I think I got 13. No, I got 12. It's me, right? It's me. boom, 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 dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. And of course it's 10 p.m. And I'll wear the hat, I guess. And I'm gonna go close my chickens. And then I've got 12 strawberries to plant.
All right, Clint.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should have done 13 and it would have worked out.
Ooh, I could use that.
Let's put this away, put this away. Don't need this, don't need that. You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and do something a little bit different, something I haven't done in a while. It's been a while since I've showed off Minecraft Worlds. I mentioned I'd do that before, so I'm gonna do that. Sure, Rollin. So let me go ahead and switch to this one. And I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to some Minecraft.
Some Minecraft.
Some Minecraft.
Gonna do some mining and some crafting.
Just some showing around, not anything too crazy. Let me change.
Do you still have that one world?
Which one world?
What was it? Randomness?
Yes. Man, that's loud. Okay. Update that. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. There we go. First of all, I'll go back to the oldest one. I will actually show off randomness. This is the oldest Minecraft world that I have. It's not the first world I ever did, but I think I started this world, man, I must have been, what, a sophomore or junior in high school? It was a long time ago. This world was a long time ago. I have it in creative mode right now, but it used to be a survival world. I built everything. I built all but one thing in survival. Actually, I know how I can find out when this world was made, because
You had to have built that in like beta 1.5 at least.
It was beta 1.7,
1.7.3.
It was beta 1.8, and I know it's because it was when creative mode was added. I'm pretty sure that's when creative mode was added to the game. It was the adventure update, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know that they titled them at that point.
Creative mode was added, yep. Beta 1.8 is when it was added. So beta 1.8 came out what year? 2011. This came out.
It was 2011.
This world, Rollin, since you're here, just to put this in perspective, what year were you born? Because I know some of my students this year were born in 2011, and this world was also born in 2011. Oh, it hurts, Josh.
Derek, that hurt. I am upset that you said that.
It hurts. Oh man. But yep.
I remember it was when we had right after we started high school, because you had shown me Minecraft when beta 1.7.3. I didn't actually really start playing it until beta 1.8.
So this world is the oldest world I have. I started it that year, and I remember I switched it over to creative mode to build this. I built Mario for some reason, and then I switched it to survival. There used to be a mountain here. I did what I always do, and there was a mountain, and I carved it down to just this little stone hut. This is my first house in this world. And, like, underneath of here, when they added enchanting tables and stuff, I have a secret enchanting room underneath the fountain. This chest room is a horrible, horrible chest room that is not set up in a way that makes sense in the modern world, but it is what it is. I had this table here that I made. And, I mean, there's still a bunch... I mean, there's stone tools over here. I mean, this is early on. And nothing's organized. Everything's just kind of thrown around. Ugh. Man. In the back, I've got a small wheat farm, got a sugar cane, got some melons. Those were just added to the game in this update when it came out. Pumpkins. Man, I remember when these things were new. We were in high school, dude. Shoot. Over here is, I called this my hot tub. It's literally just water flowing in here where there's lava underneath of it, and then I have a jukebox with all the music discs in it, so I can just hang out. This is my trash can. It's also just a lava fall. Got myself a cactus farm over here, and then a bunch of animal farms off to the side. And here's my cobblestone generator, where if you just break this, cobblestone. So, yeah, this is my first little house, and then I decided I'd move this way. So I have this little path that runs through here. Again, not pretty. I'm pretty sure... can't remember where it's at. There's like a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel! Here it is. Secret tunnel. Door. And then there's just this hallway. It's literally just a tunnel. That's all it is. There's nothing special about it. It's just a tunnel. But there is a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
And then I have this pathway that leads down. There's this little area with just storage and furnaces. And then if you head in here, you've got this like observation deck. This goes around a ravine that I completely turned into stone and cobblestone. You've got a little balcony out here to look down into it. But there's this ring all the way around it because I loved to turn caves into my house. And this way is water transit. Basically, if you just jump down there, it sends you to the bottom. I think this is another cobblestone generator. Yep. But that's what this room was. It was just kind of a observation area. And then you could also drop down here for the water transit, I believe. Yep, same way. But when you go down the stairs, you end up down here. This way leads over into a big tree farm area. I don't remember what kind of a farm this was. I think this actually might have been a... Maybe it was a carrot, potato, and wheat farm. I don't know if it works anymore. Probably not. Over here is just like a viewing area into part of the ravine again. Up here is just a little room that I never ended up doing anything with. I do that a lot. More of the tree farm here, and then up here's another wart farm, as well as more pumpkins and melons. More cocoa beans. And at the time, these were all of the trees. There are now many more trees than this in the game. Down here, I believe, is a staircase down into the area. Or you could just take the main staircase down, and this goes down to the bottom of the ravine. There's a lot of different ways to go. But see, now we're down at the bottom here. I think a creeper blew up at one point and just kind of opened that up. But this is kind of just a dead end. If you go to the other side, though, this is where that water flow drops you down to, right in here. And then you can go back here, and there's a secret entrance into this area here. And it's basically just, you've got a room here with nothing in it. And then this way, I'm pretty sure this is just a long and winding path that leads you to another ravine. Because I am very good at making big empty rooms. I got better about not doing that as much later on, but I have this long tunnel that, yeah, there's just a big empty ravine in here with nothing in it. Let's see, what else do we have? And I did kind of stop playing in this world for a long time. I haven't actually built anything in this world in years. So I just kind of remember where things are for the most part. Even though it's been so long. Gotta go fast. Okay, and then I click this button and we're back out again. Over in here is a bigger chest room that makes a little bit more sense. I think this leads back up into that farm area. Trees should be right here. Yep, there they are. So it's kind of just a big loop around. And this connects into just a huge storage area. It never got completely full, but this was just like extra stuff. Up this way, I had a skeleton farm. Or if you head down here, there's a skeleton spawner up there, and they should fall into the water. And they go down there, and they flow up and around, and then they fall into this chamber right here, and then you can punch them, and then they'll die, and you get all their stuff. So, just a really basic skeleton farm. I even had this little chamber where you could see them flow by. I used to have a tunnel over there. I think I sealed it off. That's just a water source. What else do we got? Over here, I think, yep, that just loops back around. Now we're outside again. We can go down the stairs here. And this way leads into what would later become my house. Where in here, again, I've just got more storage stuff. I started to get better about storage spaces and actually be smarter about it. Still not perfect, but it's better. In here, it looks like there's not anything going on, but if you flip this switch, the lava goes away, and I made this room once potions became a thing, so I could use this to make potions. In here is another enchanting room with a bunch of anvils in the back. There's lava on top. My nether portal's here. I don't think I had anything in the nether in this world. Had another melon farm. I have a beacon in here. This was like my main chest room. I spent a lot of time in here. This is actually like my main area. And it's like there's multiple levels to it. Back in this time, I used to have like a storage room that I would make on every world and on every server, and it was this right here. it looked like this. And I still love this room. Do you remember what room I'm talking about, Josh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what room you're talking
I
about.
still think it's a good design.
It is a good design.
Even to this day. I just got out of the habit of making it. But I loved this room. I think it looks nice. And you can change the color theme or color schemes and it just always looks good. So, yeah, I like that room a lot. We go down farther, and I had an underground animal farm. If you went down this water path, there was just a room with animals in it. And then out here, you've got an even bigger ravine. This one is actually still pretty rough around the edges, but I meant for it to stay this way. This is like my mining tunnels. It goes on for a long way. You can't even see the end. Because that's what I do. I'm just a hermit who likes to dig. And that's basically all this area is. It's just mining. So I can get more resources. That's not everything, though. Because if you head back up... This used to be a TNT cannon. I'd just practice firing off into the distance. But I remember at one point I was really into Minecraft parkour. Josh, I'm sure you remember those days.
Oh yeah.
And I made a parkour course in my house. And I even had this little rules section, like don't break blocks, follow the signs when you see them, try not to die, play on peaceful, sleep in a bed, have fun. And then I did make this parkour course in survival mode, which is, I'm actually really proud of it. At the time, I had played on the world for 1.5 years. Now it's 13 years old. Man, that is weird to say. I just basically was just talking about the world. I wanted to kind of publish it, but I called this In Search for Some Diamonds. I don't know. And it's just a parkour course, but it's just like you're running through these tunnels, and you have to find your way through the parkour course. And you're just supposed to be able to run the whole time. It's really long, and I'm not going to do the whole thing. But I was really proud of it when I made it. I'm still proud of it. What am I saying? I still like this thing. You just run around and you find your way through, and I even had hidden Easter eggs throughout. Like if you knew where to look to find things, you could find secret rooms. Like here's a secret room back in here with a hidden chest in it. But yeah. And it goes on for such a long ways. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but I loved that thing. And it zigzags all throughout this cave that I had mined in, that I was in before. Let's see, what else had I done? After a while, I kind of got bored of this area. So what I would do is, if I got bored of an area but I wanted to keep playing in the world, I'd just kind of go in a direction and make a new house. So you can tell where the world border was, where the game updated, because it plopped a jungle in right here. But I have this path where I just lit some torches, and if you follow this path of torches, you can kind of see up ahead, I've got this town that I built. It's not a super big town, but it was just something to do. And when I finished this town, I even thought I could do it again. And I started to go that way to make another one, but I never actually went through and fully made it. So this is the most recent thing that I did. So I had this little hut where I brought a bunch of materials just to help me build some stuff. I help myself build some things down through here. And I just have these little buildings throughout here, and I don't know, I was just trying to find something that was good for myself. A lot of them are actually based on, at the time, the houses that were built in the villages. That one is anyway, this one's not. But, there's not really anything going on in them. They're just little houses. This one, I don't know, I think it was just I was in a theme of a funeral home, because I was how can I make a secret little challenge area, and I themed it around a funeral home. So this is supposed to be based on a funeral home idea, and up here you've got the viewing area. This is a casket, and you could look in and see the person who had passed away. And then in the back there's a cemetery. And the reason I did this is I have a secret area. This world, I have a lot of secret areas. I just like to do that. So there's this little tomb that I built, but it's like you can't get inside. There's no button, and you can't open these doors because they're iron doors. You have to find the lever. Well, when you find the lever, it opens the door so that you can get in the tomb. Well, what's in the tomb? There's nothing in here. Well, if you look around the side, there's another lever. So now you can go down in here. And you've got this little hidden area with, it's supposed to look like caskets that are all buried in this tomb. And it's like, well, what's the point here? There's another lever. And it's just like these layers of secrets. And you go down farther and farther. And this is when the game had updated to add the end dimension. So when I found the end portal, I built this town around it. And I even have this little rickety bridge. It's actually pretty dangerous to walk across if you're not careful. And again, another ravine. And I filled the bottom with lava. So it's like a little bit dangerous. But you get in here, and you might have noticed it earlier, but underneath the water, I built this massive portal room. And this is another one of those things where I still build this one. Whenever I find the end portal, I dig a huge hole down to it. And I have like trees. Sometimes I theme it where each quadrant is a different style or something, and then you've got your end portal. So, and this was really the last thing I did. And it's like I've had this world for so long, and yet there are other worlds where I've done so much more in them. But I don't think I'll ever. I will always try to keep this world because it's just the one I've had the longest. It's not even the oldest world I can think. I have Minecraft seeds that I think of that are more impactful, like the seed creeper. Man, I remember that one. Gargamel was another one. Those seeds were just those are the ones I played on, and I played those on like Xbox and stuff. But that's just one of the worlds. Other than that, I'm not really gonna show Lunaland off. I'm not gonna show any of these other ones off. Let me go to the realm. Let's see, which one do we got? Let's go to Castle Land first. All right. That world, Kason, was 13 years ago. So this is another really big world. Again, I went into creative mode, but we did this in survival. This was a server that I did with, a realm I did with my friends. Josh was actually a part of this one. This is the one I built the castle on.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, this was supposed to be like a shopping area / community area that we all were a part of. We also started this one. This was in college, I think. Like, right after we started college, because Tyler was a part of this one. Like, this was supposed to be like a mini mart. I never got around to actually putting chests or anything in it. It's also an iron farm. If you go back in here, this is back when villagers, you could turn them into a farm for iron golems. So in these little cages are a bunch of villagers, and they used to make it so that iron golems would spawn in the middle, and then they would drop their iron, so you could have like an infinite amount of iron. And over here, there's actually should still be some chests with some in it. Yeah, not very much, because they've changed the way it works, so it doesn't work anymore. But that used to be like be what that was. This was a fishing farm. It no longer works. I wrote an out of order sign on it because I broke it. This was a record farm because you put a skeleton in there. He's still in there. What did I name him? Oh. But if we go here, you put a creeper in there and you'd shoot it. I don't know who named him that. Over here we have a chorus fruit farm, and over here we've got my castle. This took a long time. This took a long time to make. And I got all that sand in survival mode to make that. And that's obsidian on the roof, I believe. Let me see. Yup. This castle took me forever. And I did the whole thing in survival mode, and there's even, if you go in these little towers in here, these are storage rooms, where this is a sand tower. All these chests have sand in them, and it goes all the way up. They are all filled with sand. And I believe this side is sandstone. Yep. Similar thing, it goes all the way up. So I gathered a lot of materials for this, and I made this castle. And I'll show you where I got that from in just a second. But if I go over here, I made this right after concrete was added to the game. And this was like a concrete maker where you'd put sand in the top and clay in, and it'd turn it into concrete. Right here was my bookshop where people could come and they could spend diamonds to buy enchanted books. So I had all these enchanted books that you come in and you buy, and then you put your payment in this chest here, and the payment would go into a compartment in the back, so I could collect the payment when I needed to. So I could come down here, and I could just be like, "Oh, hey, let me get my stuff." Oh, somebody actually bought 2 diamonds. Let's just go ahead and do that. Nope. There we go. Then this building here, I just wanted to make a modern looking house. And I think at some point I had a skeleton horse get struck by lightning, because I have those. There used to be a launcher up top so you could like fly out of here, but it's been broke. This used to be like a town hall, but now it's like a hotel where you could like rent space to stay in it. Just kind of a fun thing. Over here's a barn just for a bunch of animals. This was one of our friend's house. Over here, this is a wheat farm / cow farm where you'd go up top and you'd go inside, and in here you could basically, these farmers, they drop the wheat that they get, and there's a mine cart that picks it up and puts it in these chests, and if you stand right here, it spits all the wheat out at you, and you can breed these cows, and the baby cows fall through and go down here, and then you flip the lever and it gives you their meat. It cooks the meat. Kind of dark, but that's how it is. Over here's a sugarcane farm where it is, I'm pretty sure this actually might still work. It's fully automatic, where it's on a timer and they have time to grow up, and then there's a pulse that goes out, it pushes the pistons out, and the sugarcane falls down and it just collects it. So you get a bunch of sugarcane. I used to play Minecraft a ton. I don't play it near as much anymore. Over here was a pretty cool one. Josh built this building. This is Vault Tech. There's even a secret vault in the back. This is a reference to Fallout. My skin is actually still for this specific world. If I look at my skin... maybe. Just a second. There we go. Let me take my clothes off. There we go. So I still have the Fallout clothes from this game, or from this world. We said this was Vault 47, and it might still say 47 somewhere around here. I don't know where. Not in this one. This was just supposed to be like a headquarters building. It says Vault Tech, reference to Fallout, and then this is supposed to be like an example vault. But if you go to the back, there's actually a secret room. It might still work. If I click this button, let's see, does that work? It does, it still works. So that door opens, and then we have this elevator, which unfortunately doesn't work anymore. It used to actually be a real elevator that would bring you down, and there's an actual vault down here. There's still stuff left over for when we were building it. And there it is, Vault 47. See on my back? I have 47. This world hasn't been played in a long time, but it's just, this world was... we spent a lot of time in this one. So let's go see what else we've got. There's a lot. This was Josh's actual house. He built like a modern style house. Over here, my old boss from when I worked at the Midland in Kansas City started by building a house in this mountain. And then when he kind of stopped playing, my Liz actually moved out here. And the original plan was that she was going to turn this into like a state park, and she was going to have like a walking trail around here where you'd like walk throughout the mountains. But by the time we started to plan on that, we all kind of just stopped playing. If you fly out this way, you'll have my other college roommate's house / castle. There it is, coming into view. He built this castle with like this little fountain area, a couple fountain areas actually, and it looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. He always liked to go quite a bit of ways from the rest of us and just build out an area. It's just what he liked to do. There's a couple more areas in this world, a couple farms that I made. Don't know if a bunch of them work anymore. The game's changed a whole lot since we played in this world. I will show you where I got the sand for the castle, though, because that's a pretty big part of the world as well. I had a big plan to make something. So I got all the sand from the castle right behind it. I have this sign that says, "Welcome to Soul City." And there used to be a massive desert here with huge mountains and all sorts of open area. And I flattened it out and turned it into this city grid with roads and bridges across the rivers. And I even created an area for like a town hall to go in the middle. Like, I think it's right over there that was supposed to be like the town center. And I started with this first building, and then I kind of just lost inspiration on this world, so we started a new one. And just like in that last world, here is that same hole down to the end portal, just like I had before. It's a different color theme, but again, it's just this, I carved this hole down, same measurements and everything, and I've got those four corners with trees growing in them. This time they're purple. But this, again, all survival mode. You see these mountains out here on the side? There used to be a bunch of mountains that were that big. Some of them were even bigger, and I flattened them. Josh can tell you, I like to flatten mountains.
He did like to flatten mountains.
I like the grind. I mean, when people on servers didn't want to do a job that was really grindy, sometimes they would ask me to do it. I mean, I remember there was that one server we were on where they were doing a town square, and they asked me to do it because it required a bit of grindy work. And then it caused a big fight with me and that one other guy, and he ended up getting banned. Remember that, Josh?
Yeah, I think so.
Over here is like a blaze farm. I'm not going to go into full detail on some of these things just because a lot of them don't work anymore, so not as exciting when they don't work. School, still cool when they were here. This is back when you could break through bedrock in survival mode. Kind of a cheaty way to do it, but you could. Up here, you'll see the big donut up here. There it is. And this was a pigment farm / gold farm. So inside of here, gold would fall down, and as you can see, there's like a bunch of bars and nuggets and swords and stuff. And it's because you could stand up here. This doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. But you'd be able to take a snowball, or even a bow, like I have there, and you'd shoot them, and they would all run around and funnel into this little tunnel right here, and they'd fall down the hole. But because you had shot them, it counted it as you killing them, so you'd get the XP. It's really nice at the time. Doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. They fixed that because they considered that a glitch. The game has just changed so much. They've updated it. They've changed the way some of the enemies work. They've just tweaked them and made it so they don't work the same way. Out this way. Actually, this sign should tell me what's out this way because I don't remember. Mesa, Ice Spikes, and Witch Farm. We don't need to go out there. Guardian Farm, you'll see another one of those on another world. And actually, the rest of those we'll see on another world as well. So that's kind of the end of this one. I'm sure there's more things I could find to show you, but I'm just... Oh, actually, there is one more thing I should show you. This fountain isn't just here for looks. This fountain, if I press this button and I'm fast enough, this corner is going to open up. Nope, this corner. That's all right. I'm just going to do this. Bust my way in. And this is where I lived. Right underneath the fountain in the middle. And I made these banners as like, I like the world. I like globes. So I made those. And this was my little base. Even though I make all these huge buildings that are extravagant and look nice, for some reason I always end up just living in the cave. It's just what I do. It's what I always do. So, got a lot of chest rooms. Like this big area is just full of stone and dirt and stuff like that. You go over this way. There's like, I think there's a flower farm over here. Not a big one. There's another chest room down this way. I think this is all like water related stuff. Yep, that's all prismarine. And here I think this is terracotta. Yep. So I had all these themed storage rooms. I think this is all flowers. Yep. Over here is like an extra storage area. Yep, more stone and stuff. This is where my nether... I used to have a nether portal here, but I moved it. So now it's just a nether wart farm. And down this way, it's just like this big pathway that leads into the castle. There's really nothing in the castle to show. It's empty. So I'm not going to bother doing that, but there is a path that leads from my house to the castle that leads into that from down in here. But yeah, that thing is, I think it's one of the cooler things I've built. I think it looks super nice. It's very, very visually pleasing to look at. Let's take a look at another one. What do we got here? I think this is the one we actually did spend the most time in. I don't know which one we spent the most time in, if it was this one or if it was the one with the castle in it. It's hard to say. We've played Minecraft so long, it all kind of runs together at this point.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? I'm gonna move my drink to the other side because I'm sure you can hear my ice sloshing around. You probably heard that the whole time. This one might take a little bit longer to load because I do think it actually is bigger. Here it goes. This is not the one I was thinking of. See, this one is actually still in survival mode. I'm gonna switch it to creative, but over there I've got a bee farm. Over here, I had started to make a villager trading center where you put villagers in here, and you can have it set up to where they'll trade with you, specifically to how you want them to. I never actually got it done, though, unfortunately. I built this town in the middle of a village. Over here, I've got a creeper farm. It's just for gunpowder. Oh! Accidentally broke the chest. But, yep, you can see there's gunpowder. Yep. That's alright. Not a big deal. This bridge leads down into a skeleton farm. I remember this world was made when they updated the game so that it had the tinted glass. I was excited about that because you could actually make skeleton farms, or any type of farm really, that you could just see right into. And I thought that was super cool. So the tinted glass made it so you could see everything going on. You could like see the skeletons flowing up this tunnel here. I liked the way it looked. So we made this I made this skeleton farm just as a way to harvest skeleton materials. I don't think there's any. Well, there's some bows and arrows over here, but I took all the bone meal for probably some other farm that I had made. Let's see what else. I built this little barn over here, this cow farm, but this barn is like a sheep farm. and every single one of these is fully automated, so it shears the sheep, and every sheep is a different color. So I have all of the wool colors that I need if I were ever to need that much wool, and it's just looks like a barn. Looks nice. I have another ravine here that I covered up, of course, as I do. And this house, this house over here is the Nether portal, which I believe. Yep, there's this room where there's piglins in here, and you can trade with them. And you push a button, it gives them gold, and they spit out some items to trade for. Let's see. I don't remember where that portal goes. Let's find out. Let's find out. Ah, this just goes to the desert. I needed it for sand. Got some sneezing. Down over that way, there's a Nether fortress. I'm not going to head all the way over there. But if you head this way, we've got some other stuff that I'd made. Follow the torches down. Follow this little staircase down. Got another portal here. And here we go. Here's another one of them, those big holes that leads to the end. This time I actually based it on the nether trees. I was excited to see those in the game. I always build one of these, and I don't know why I do. I just think they look nice. I guess that's why I do, huh? Gave myself a reason right after I said I didn't know one. What else is in this world? There's not a ton in this world. We didn't have it for that long. I was one of the few people who played on it. Josh played on it a little bit, but this is kind of when he was in one of his breaks. This is the little house I chose, and if you go down here, you've got a big chest room. If you go down the stairs, it leads to the bottom of the ravine, but if you stay up top, you come out on one of the upper levels. That other tunnel leads down to the bottom. But in here, this leads across into basically all of the caves underneath here. I think I spent 3 real-life months underground in this world clearing out all of the caves of every ore and every monster spawner and everything there could possibly be down there, and I harvested everything that I possibly could. I didn't leave anything behind, and I made sure everything was lit up because I wanted it to be super lit so that if I wanted to make a monster spawner, they'd be as efficient as possible. I know there's iron right there, but I didn't count this because it was a part of the ravine. But if it was actually underground in the caves, I made sure to light everything up. If I went in spectator mode and went underground, you'd be able to see everything is lit up. In fact, I'll do that right now. If I go down there, you'll see some that aren't lit up, and it's because they updated the game to go even lower than it used to be. But from here up, I guess there's little pockets. But mostly everything in this area is lit up. And it's because in survival mode, I went through and put all these torches down in these caves to make them as bright as possible. And then, of course, they updated the game to be like, oh, they don't need to be as dark. Or they don't need to be as... Or they need to be darker for monsters to spawn. It's like, well, cool. So now we'll go to the last world. That world will actually be the one I think we probably spent the most time in. I think. I built some of my nicer stuff. And the castle I still think might be the #1 thing. But I'm also still actively working in this one. And Josh has actually worked in this one semi-recently as well. Sort of recently. He updated some of his builds in here. But we're super spread out in this world, so there will be quite a bit of flying around in this one. After I do this, I'll probably go back to Stardew. Unless you want to do something else, Josh. We could Riz.
Actually, we could Riz.
How about after I do this world, we could Riz?
Sure.
We'll Riz. Okay, before I show this off, let me fly on back. That's the college football game, except Josh and I are going to play together, and we're going to show you how 4 verticals is the best play in the game. When you have 2 people, it's broken. It is so broken that you don't need to run any other play on the hardest difficulty, and you can beat any team. Just flying on back. It's a long flight. I don't think I'm going to show anything off in the nether. If I can't get there from the overworld, then I'm not going to show it off. And it sure is a long way, though. In fact, I'm going to go to spectator mode, and I'm going to fly faster. Let's do that. There we go. Let's start from the beginning. I'm going to go back to where you spawn into the world. So right over here, there's this jungle. And in the jungle, you spawn in right... Ooh, where is it? I remind myself. Where is it? There it is. And before I show it off, I'm going to be right back. All right. We're back.
There's dog houses and cat trees now?
I know, right, dude? Anyway, so this is where you would spawn into the world, and there was this nice archway, so I figured this would be like a centerpiece. And you come down here and you've got this little dock. Well, this river actually wasn't here originally, so I actually had to carve this river out myself. You can actually even see there's this ravine here, and I built this little cover for this ravine. But if you keep sailing, you see this little pillar here. This part of the river was here. So I connected this up, and I built these little beacons that almost look like they fit into the jungle, because jungle temples kind of have this same scheme to them. So this world, I wanted to build this theme of you had to sail everywhere. Everywhere that you built something had to be accessible by a boat. So with that in mind, I decided I wanted this river to be what carves out to where we are currently living. We don't live in the jungle. We live way in that direction. So I found this river, and it was the best one I could find that connects to the ocean. The only problem was there wasn't water everywhere. So in places like this, you can kind of tell it's a little less natural. So I had to dig through myself and make this river connect up. But throughout, there's these pockets of places where you can tell it's natural. Like right in here, this is a natural river. But here, I had to carve through this hill to make it so it connected up with the next piece. Again, here's one of those beacons. And if you just keep following the beacons through the jungle, and make sure if there's any splits that you follow the beacon, then you will find your way back out to the sea. Here's a beacon here, and here's a beacon there, which means you don't go that direction. So you come this way, and it comes out, and here's the sea. You've got these beacons here. If you come to this one, and you look to your left, there's another, and there's another. And you just keep following those beacons. Now here, you don't see one in this direction, so this actually means you're supposed to come in here. What I like about this is I made it so it looks like they're kind of falling apart. So like this one has pieces that are like supposed to look like they're falling into the sea. But you just keep following them around. This one looks like it's sunken into the ground. And you just keep following this river. We're zigzagging. Now we're in the desert though. We're zigzagging through the desert. Come through here. You just keep following it. Here's another beacon. This one looks like the roof kind of collapsed inwards, fell off to the side. You just keep following it, and you pop out here. Now, there's this little village here, but that's really not important, because once you get here, this is like where the main area of our bases start. You can see I built even more of them, but I made them out of wood, and they have smokestacks coming out of them. This is for a build for later on. Right in this pillar here, this was a natural mountain, but Josh turned this into his like first base here. So
Hill.
Yep, Hermit Hill. So down that way is his mine / slime farm. I think, did you do the slime farm? Or did I do the slime farm?
Did I build that slime?
I don't remember.
I might have built the slime farm.
But there's a slime farm in here that uses iron golems that the slimes try to attack them, they flow down, and then they die in the cactus, and you look in the chest.
And our big thing on this map was using boats for travel.
Yeah, everywhere had to be accessible by boat. Everywhere. That's why there's a boat dock right here. And he has a way you can get up inside of this mountain, and if you look inside, you've got these rooms. And each level is like a different type of room. So down here is his enchanting room. Up here is his farms. You've got his storage up here. This area is like, he's got these little turrets you can look out. And then up at the top is just a viewing platform. Over here is his main building area where he's got his house. He's got a little Japanese style garden outside. He's got his alpaca farm. They've all got different...
Llama farm.
Llamas, not alpacas. Llamas. If you come over this way is my massive tree farm. You look down, I just for some reason decided to carve a chunk out of the ground. Couldn't tell you why I did that. Over here, let's start with this little brick building. This is my kelp farm. What's kind of nice about these is this system is all connected together. So basically this building, there's a farm underneath here, and this building here are all kind of synced up. So kelp when it pops off, it flows down into the system. It gets deposited into these mine carts. These mine carts flow into these furnaces, and the furnaces cook them into dried kelp, which you come down into this area here, and they get put in these chests as dried kelp. You take the dried kelp and you craft them into kelp blocks, and you put them in this minecart, and they go back into the system as fuel. You can also take the extra ones and put them into this system. This system is a furnace, just a massive furnace, where if you drop some crafting materials up into the top here that need to be smelted, you put them in, and they flow down into... You actually just saw the minecart bounce in there, and it fills those furnaces up, and it cooks really, 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 really quickly. So this is just a massive furnace system, and it has two sides to it. Both sides do the same thing. This is my super smelter. It's very, very good. Over here used to be my iron farm. I don't think it works anymore. Let's see. Okay, so I don't see any iron golems on the inside, which means it probably doesn't work anymore. Let's see. We can give it a second and see if it does. I don't think these work anymore. I'm fairly confident that they don't. If we don't see one fall here in a second, then we'll know. And actually, I'm not in survival mode. They wouldn't be falling right now anyway. What am I saying? But these chests are what our storage system was. And I even said right here who it was designed by, DocM77. That's something I tried to do in this world, is whenever I found a farm that I liked, I would say who it was designed by. So this one was CubFan. Over here, I think I have this one too. Let's see, right there. Another CubFan farm. This farm is called the modular farm, where every floor is a different type of farm. So the top is pumpkins and melons, and whenever it detects that one of them grows, see, just like that, it pops off. And it pushes them down into this funnel. It funnels down into a catching system down here. On this level, it's all sugarcane. On this floor here, it's pumpkins and carrots and potatoes. And the way this works is the farmers, they actually go around and their inventories are full, and they pick up the carrots. So when there's extras, they drop them on the ground, they get picked up and put down here. Down here is a wheat farm and a beetroot farm that do the same thing. So after all that's said and done, you come down here and you have an area where it's just all of those farming materials. And it's just a lot. It's a ton. Over here is just a good old-fashioned cactus farm. Nothing crazy special about it. Just gets cactus. Over here, we've got a creeper farm. You can tell by the creeper face. And the way this works, you can actually see in here, it's this dark room where this space is just tall enough for a creeper to spawn inside of it. And there's a cat in the middle. And what this does is the only mob that can spawn in this room is creepers. There's not enough room on the ground for spiders to spawn. It's too tall of a space or too short of a space for zombies and skeletons to spawn. And there's no other hostile mobs that can spawn in here. And the cats scare the creepers down these holes. So they fall all the way down to the bottom, and they die, and they drop their gunpowder. So it's a gunpowder farm. All it does is drop gunpowder. I guess there was a glow squid that spawned in there, but otherwise, just gunpowder. This was designed by Logical Geek Boy. Next up, over here, was going to be an area for just little farms. I started to do like chorus fruit, but I just didn't get into it. This over here, ooh, let's see, can I remember? This is a mud farm, I believe. Maybe. It could be a mud farm. I can't remember 100% what this one is, because I didn't even label it. What's wrong with me? I see dirt. I see dirt. There's water, dirt. It's got to be a mud farm. If I turn it on, can I see what happens? I think I have to place something. Because there's empty water. I cannot, for the life of me, remember what type of farm this is. But I needed it for a build, clearly, because I made it. Moving on from that. Down in this area is I believe this is a giant mushroom farm. If you turn the lights off, if you flick that switch, the lights go off. Place a mushroom and it'll grow if you bone meal it. Up here, this is my my home area. I found this little nook, and I built these like retaining walls. It was supposed to be like holding the water back. And this is my area. So I have a little sheep pen, cow pen, and a bunch of storage. I always have a ton of storage. That's just what I do. But I have all my pets. My parrots are named after Avatar characters. My cats are named after Harry Potter characters. And my dogs are named after Star Wars characters. That pretty simple area. I still like the way it looks, though. It's just a neat design. I have a little horse stable. Keeps my horse in. My horse's name is Iro. Best boy. I have a beacon hidden behind the wall here. This is a concrete farm. This is Mr. Timn, and he sells maps. So he's totally not a slave, and he's my best friend. Here's the dragon egg, and I have my nether portal here. And then when you head down underneath, that leads to my boat dock. Besides that, I have this cave system down here. It's like my mining operation. If you go down here, this is where I would do all my mining. Let's see. Over here's my vine farm. If you follow the staircase up here, my enchantment table is kind of suspended on this floating island. I just like the way it looks. I saw this island, it just worked perfectly. I built a little volcano area back behind here. Just felt like it. Follow the path over this way. This is my, like, modern house. Just a little nice, just a house. I just wanted to build something that looked nice, because I feel like I always just do stuff in caves. I built my castle, sure, but I built this place because I wanted to build a house. So I did. So going inside, it just looks like a little house. Over here, you've got a nice couch area with some furniture on the walls. So TV is what that's supposed to be. And here's the guest bedroom with some weird rugs and some plants and a nice little desk. If you go into the master bedroom, you go in here and it's got a nice little rug on the floor. You've got the master bathroom with a shower in it, with a little sink, and a little towel rack. Over here you've got a map of the area. If you go in here, it's like the study or the office, and it's a Windows computer, because it's got a window in it. Haha. Then if you come out this door, you lead into the greenhouse area. In here we've got a little closet. I don't think there's anything in there. And here we've got a dining room. These are supposed to be like little plates and cups on the table. And here's a kitchen with a nice huge furnace, like a pizza oven. I wanted it to be where I had a lever and it would dispense food, but I don't think I ever got to it. It's got some fluorescent lighting in the ceiling. A little stove top, stuff like that. Heading back out this way. This is supposed to be like my mudroom, like a deep freeze. You've got a little washer and dryer out here. Heading down into the basement is just like a little boiler room / furnace. Haven't cleaned it in a while. It's got some cobwebs. Coming out back this way, we've got a pool. Got the deep end over here. Got a nice little relaxing area with a tree. You've got this nice little balcony looking off over the area. That's one of my roommate's old areas. Well, I'll show you that in a little bit. Like underneath the deck, it's a little bit dirty. And then over here, we've got a hot tub. Heading out the back of the building, if you head out back, this is the dining room. Heading through out here, I've got this little area that's supposed to be like a little fishing place. And underneath, I had a zombie spawner that I had just found and decided to just keep it down there. Over here, we've got a building that Chandler had been working on. He's got this really nice looking bridge. I think it looks really nice. And then he had this huge mine shaft going down to the bottom. And at the time, this was the bottom of the mine. And I think he was eventually going to turn this into like his main mining area. It looks really, really nice, though. He's also got his home, which I think looks gorgeous. Over here is supposed to be Liz's area. And let me tell you, Liz is chaos.
That area is not appropriate for stream.
No, it is not. So this is the closest you're going to see. I'm not going to get any closer than this, because, hoo boy. This is Sheep Island. We don't know why, but there's a lot of sheep here. They just are. Over here, we've got... This is a guardian farm. So this part of the ocean, I cleared the water out and made it so the water can't flow in. There's no glass here, but the water just flows straight down, can't flow in. And in here, guardians spawn, and they flow down towards the bottom, and they get cooked, and you get all their stuff. This was designed by 100% Awesome. And down in here, you can see, yeah, it's got a bunch of underwater materials. So that's what this is. To get to another area, I built these buoys, like these floating lit up beacons in the water that lead you out to where I have a drowned farm. So if I head out this way and follow the buoys, you pass by an underwater temple, but you get to my trident, and the trident basically, this is an area that is more likely to spawn drowned, that I just flattened out, and basically they're drawn in to this area because they see this villager down here, and when they get to him, they float upwards through this channel up towards the top, and they flow over here down into this little area, and basically you can just slap them and kill them. I have a sword here that's intended for them to stay here, and it's just a trident farm, so you're more likely to get nautilus shells and tridents. Let's see, what else? Heading back towards the house. I will say in this world I've got another one of those end holes where I just carved a hole in the ground down to the end portal. And I think it's off in this direction. If I fly this way, I should be able to find it. Yep, there it is. This one was pretty close to the surface, so it doesn't go down very far. But what I like about this one is I just left it underwater this time, and I used the bubbles. There's no trees. Instead, you just have to swim down to it. And I think there's a conduit in here that makes it so you can breathe. Back behind my house, here's my cave again, back where where my main area is. If you follow this path around the back, there's a little gravel path through the woods, and up to the left, you've got this little campfire. You can see it's like a little campfire in the middle. I like this little thing. It's got a lava fall next to it with a little tent, and then you've got this little path through the woods. If you're careful, and you follow the dirt path here. You just keep following it through the woods. And it just leads to... Oh, see if I can get there. Nope, I got misled by a sheep. Haha, I got misled. There we go. It leads to this another little campfire just hidden in the woods. This time, if I follow it this way, and I actually follow it, leads down to a little water source. Over here, this used to be a river. I flattened this area out and filled the river in because I didn't want anywhere in this area to have water, so that this could become a squid farm. It looks kind of crazy, I know, but if you come down in here, it's all stained glass, and it's supposed to look like this foggy, glassy area where the green is like fake grass, the gray is fake stone, and then there's water channels. And if you go down towards the bottom here, this is actually a squid farm. This was a river, and squid would spawn in the water, and they actually fall down to the bottom, and then they suffocate and they die, so that way you can get a bunch of ink sacs. Look at how many ink sacs I've got. That's a lot. It's very, very, very high number of ink sacs. Let's think. What else can I show off before I head out to the other area? Let me go to the nether real quick. I know I'm going really quick here, but eventually I'd like to play some college football. Let's switch to creative. There we go. Is there anything to show off here? Over this way, you've got a Nether Fortress farm where I did so much work putting half slabs on literally every spawnable piece of land. And you follow this purple path, and it leads to a nether fortress. And this nether fortress is actually a wither skeleton farm, where the only things that can spawn in here are stuff in the fortress. So you see there's wither skeletons in here. If you go into that tunnel in the middle and look at them, they run up to you, but they can't hit you. So you can just farm wither skeleton skulls. This was a pain in the butt to make, because I had to put half slabs on literally everything in the area so that I could make it so the only place they could spawn was in that area. Let's see if I can figure out how to get back to my house. I think if I go this way. Actually, let's go back to spectator mode. There we go. If I go this way, I go to one of their houses, I think. Let me double check. Where does this one go? If it'll let me. Oh. Of course, I need to be in this mode. Okay, that goes to Liz's house. That one goes to mine. I think Josh's is in there. And Chandler didn't have one. There's another pathway that goes up here. There's another pigman farm. There should be another donut in the sky. And again, unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. But it was a similar design as to what was in that last world. Not as big, but up here is my wither my wither farm, where you place a wither right here and it suffocates itself to death. So it drops the nether star without causing a ton of damage to your world. And then if you fly off in that direction, that leads out to my new area. But I'd rather go there through the overworld instead of in the nether. There are also things that I have built in the end, but I'm not really going to show those off. They're like Enderman farms and things like that, which are kind of cool, but I don't know. That's something I could do that another day. Because if I do end up playing Minecraft again, there's a good chance it'll be in this world. But picking up where we left off with these beacons, now we've got the wooden ones, and there's these wooden buoys in the water. And I came up with this design because it kind of fits the theme of my area. I couldn't think of anything to do in the area we'd been in, but I didn't want to give up on this world. So recently I came up with this idea of AI. So I use AI to make a picture of a theme. So I came up with a steampunk theme, and then I said, give me a steampunk town hall, give me a steampunk police station, give me a steampunk grocery store. And it spits out these buildings that look kind of weird because they are by an AI, but then I have to build those in Minecraft, and I decided to do them on here. So I traveled a really far way so I could get some of the stuff that spawns in the new areas for the newer updates. I wanted to get as far away as I could so that I could do that, but also not too far that it was a pain. Again, still in this world, so I had to make it accessible by boat. So you travel down these rivers, follow this path, and you still can get to this place by boat. These buoys lead you there. And they all spit smoke out so you can see where you're going. But once you travel far enough, we'll get to my new area, the most recent area. And so far, I've only got one building. I have ideas for this place, but I only have one building so far. First, I'll show you kind of my thoughts for what's over here to the right. Over here to the right, there's this lone, really tall island, but I found this cave on the inside. It's almost entirely hollow on the inside, and I'm going to clear it out just a little bit more. I think that'd be cool to be like a pirate cove, where there's like a pirate ship on the inside, just like a hidden place for pirates to be. I don't know, it's just kind of my thought for this place. I think it'd be a really cool thing to do there. But this area to my left, I have this big dock, and there's this cave. I'd actually like to put some of the town in this cave because it's really massive, and I think it'd be a great place to have like levels of this town. And I'd build these AI generated buildings inside of here. But to start with, I built a town hall up top. The building looks kind of funky, and it's got my username in picture form. My name is Luna Sol. Luna is the moon, Sol is the sun, so there's a picture of the moon, there's a picture of the sun, and this is my town. So this building, let me go ahead and pull up the picture that it gave me. Let me see if I can find that. I have it somewhere around here. If I go to my pictures folder, and I bring that right here, and I do this, you can see this picture right here is what it was inspired by. So if I go back to the game, you can kind of see what I was going for. See what I mean? So if I'm going to kind of actually even try to go to that. The only thing that I added was the sun and the moon. So going back to the other picture. Ooh, gotta switch to it. There it is. Back to the game. Oop. And now it can't do round shapes, so I did the best that I could. But look. Excuse me. But using the blocks from the game, I did the best that I could to try to make that building. And I'm working on another one right now. I'll actually show you that as one more thing I do before we switch games. But this area is going to end up being this town that I'm making. It's an AI-themed town. Okay? So before we switch, I have this world right here, my experimental world, that is like where I go to test my buildings. And see, I made it once, and then what I did was I was using the copy and paste feature to change the orientation of it, and I was also just testing around this place. This is where I test designs. So you can actually see where I've built some of my designs here before. I test out color schemes, and then I do it in survival mode. I do a little bit of redstone stuff, not a ton. You can even see where I was designing the Trident farm. The most recent one here is a police station. I'm not done with it yet, but this is like the starting point. I'm going to build another pillar behind it right here that goes up. And then once I've got that pillar done, it'll be finished. Let me see if I can find the picture reference for that one. Let's see here. Here it is. And go back to the display. There it is. We go back to the game. And you'll see the pillar that's supposed to be back in that part over here is missing. I don't know what effect I've got going on right now. Night vision. There we go. But you'll see I'm missing a pillar. So if I go back to the display, this pillar that's in the back I don't have yet. But the rest of this is what I'm basing it on so far. I'm going to build this pillar here. I'm not going to build whatever that is. I'm not sure what it's going for there. It's kind of weird. Maybe I could build like a bridge that connects these two buildings, and that could be what that's going to be, and give it an antenna or something. But I'm going to build this pillar here, and then that's the AI image done. But that's where this building's coming from. So that's kind of my thought. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get it switched over to college football. So let me means I need to launch this. I need to launch this. And we're going to Rizz it up. Just changing the title of my stream real quick. Okay, I've updated my stream. Josh, if you want to join whenever you're ready. He did say he'd be right back, so we'll see when that is.
Sorry, I am here. Let me finish this day out.
Oh. Going to be just a second because Josh needs to finish his day, and then he actually has to connect to my computer. Because the way we do this is we use the app Parsec, and it makes it so he can actually see what I'm playing, and his controller will connect to my game, so he can play like we're in the same room, but he's 6 hours away from me in Kansas City. Wait a minute. Josh.
Yeah.
This says we have to play Ohio State again.
No, that's not right. We were a game ahead of that.
It says play game, Ohio State.
Back out of that. Are you sure you didn't? You loaded up the right save?
Josh, there's only one.
Because I know there was a duplicate in there.
There's only one. That was our sextuple overtime game.
We played a game after that. So
Why
that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. That's so upsetting.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on?
You know that doesn't work.
Because we 100% played a game after that.
That is so upsetting. Oh, that hurts. What was the final score? 96 to 92?
No, 90 to 90, 92 to 90.
Oh. That game is lost to history then. 6 overtime. That hurts.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. I guess we'll have to make sure we manually save again. Bum, 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 bottom up, bum, bottom up, bum, 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 bottom up, bum, bum. I can't believe we lost a 90-92 6 overtime win. Ugh.
Yep.
That's pain. That's like the definition of pain. Boom, 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 boom. And the way we do it is Josh is typically the wide receiver, or Josh is typically the quarterback, and I'm usually the wide receiver. That's the way we've been doing it. Unless Josh wants to change.
We can keep going the way we do.
All right. All right. Let's see what that Rizzler looks like. Bringing it back.
You're gonna see just how overpowered this is because we play on the highest difficulty.
There are really only two receivers that we look at. One of them is the primary, then there's a secondary, and if it doesn't work, it's a scramble or a sack. I am always the A receiver. The other receiver that's available is what? Is it the X or the Y? I think it's a Y.
The Y.
And I'm allowed to change the route. We have to run hurry up no matter what.
No, we don't have to run hurry up.
I thought we always ran hurry up.
No, we don't always run hurry up.
Well, never mind.
We usually do hurry up if we're within 2 minutes of a half. We also sim all the defensive plays.
Yeah, we do not do defense at all. If we do, it's a mistake. They've scored.
So basically, I will choose any play, and then I want audible into this variation of 4 verticals.
And I am on Edwards, and I will always be on that A receiver, no matter what happens. Oh, we beat him. And sometimes they read it, and if they read it, I adjust. And that's just it. This is
and
the
then we go
whole...
to the next play, and then I audible, and this is
it's the whole game. This is the whole game.
And we've affectionately called this play the Rizzler.
It is just 4 verticals, but it's just the only play we run. So we say we're going to rizz them up. We know it's dumb.
But it works.
It just works. And again, this is on the highest difficulty. If it were Madden, this would be all Madden. It's called Heisman in college. It should be on the highest difficulty.
Yeah, it usually is. I mean, the fact that they scored tells you that it is.
Yep, there you go.
It is. It's on Heisman. Usually the lowest is freshman, but it's on Heisman.
Heisman is the highest, yep. Even if we're on the 1 yard line, we have to run 4 verticals. It does not matter. There are no running plays. There are scrambles. You can scramble. That's perfectly fine. As long as we are lined up to run this play, it is fine. Got me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. There it is. It just works.
60% of the time, it works every time.
You are absolutely right. Josh, did you hear that the 2023...
If we get into a position where we have to do a 2-point conversion, we run the Rizzler.
Absolutely. But did you hear that the Oxford? I think they do like I can't remember if it's like a vote or they have a committee that picks it. But basically, the word of the year for the Oxford Dictionary was Riz.
Oh my lord! I don't know how to feel about that.
I'm open. Yep.
So basically, they'll either key in on one of two things most of the time. They'll either key in on Derek running a short route, like, running it just close to the line of scrimmage, or they'll pick up on him going deep and protect that.
And if
And whatever he does, he'll just change the route to the other.
Are you gonna audible?
Trying to.
I was gonna say. And like sometimes I try to turn it into a drag. Sometimes I'm making a post. If Josh has to scramble out, usually we try to extend it, and I try to come back to the ball. I rarely ever try to just keep going if I can tell he's not going to get there. And if our quarterback gets hurt, our backup does not have a good arm, and so
we have to do everything short.
I have to do everything short. We still run the same play. It does not matter. It's just I adjust and I turn it into a drag route, basically. Oh, good hit. Ooh, I like this. I'm going to probably drift right.
And safety's probably going to float with you.
Nope, don't hit me. There. Oh. Man, they were coming quick.
Oh, also we don't punt.
Right, we have to go for it on fourth down no matter what. If I'm ever lined up like that again with nobody covering me, throw it immediately. Ooh. Not great. It's alright. It's alright. And I will tell you, this game does crash.
Legitimately.
It does legitimately crash a lot. Because it is being emulated, it's a PlayStation 3 emulator on my computer, it does actually crash quite a bit, and it has happened at some pretty bad times. Or good times, depending on perspective. Oh! I tried to cross. It was thrown to the left, and I had to cross. I had to try to over-adjust for that one. Hit me. I'm gone.
Oh, he gone.
Yeah. Gotta get a little juke there at the end.
Had to throw in a little razzle dazzle right there.
Yeah, you mean rizzle dizzle.
You're right. You're right.
Now, unfortunately, our defense needs to step up. Because this could very quickly turn into a shootout.
It does most of the time.
Please, defense.
Except for when we had a couple games against some bad teams and blew them out of the water.
Yep. Come on, defense. We got 30 seconds.
Got a sock.
We got 30 seconds. We got a what, Josh? We got a sock?
We got a sack.
30 seconds. That is a perfect amount of time to run the Rizzler.
We have run the Rizzler in as little as 13 seconds.
I'm not there. It's alright. Only 3 seconds. We're good. Remember, don't feel like we need to call a timeout if we get a first down. Just hurry up. Just hurry up. It's only 3 seconds. $30 seconds is a great amount of time for this. Oh, that's me. That's me. That's a touchdown. Yes, sir. What up? Tie game. Here we go. Woohoo! And
actually, we're gonna go for 2.
No. Don't even. It's not funny. It is
Those
not.
are words that haunt Derek's
They
dreams.
haunt me. Going for 2 made me so upset. All right, and it is our ball. We have the chance to go for the lead. All right. Ooh, I like what I've got here. I like what I've got here. Hit me. I like that. I like that. Please.
You like that?
Please. Do you like that? Do you like that? Please line up close. Oh, they put a safety out. They knew. Oh, never mind.
Uh-oh.
Never mind. Put a safety out and then he moves all the way to the right. What are you doing? Do you even know?
Safety blitz?
Do you even know who we are? We are the UTSA Rizzlers. You know what? If they have custom logo makers for the new game, we're making a new logo. I don't know what that mascot's going to be, but we'll make it.
Ooh, they missed a field goal.
Ooh, good stuff. We have a chance to take a 2-score lead. Honestly, if they still had a team logo maker for this game, I would do it. I just don't know how, and I don't know if I want to put in that much effort. I've done it before.
Uh-oh.
Got me again. I wish he wouldn't go up for it. I wish he'd just catch it in stride. Because if he'd catch it in stride, it'd probably be a touchdown.
Did you mention how this Dynasty was set up?
Didn't we
completely random selections?
Well, yeah, the schedule and stuff is random, and the conference we're in is random, but not everything. Most of it is. My Colorado Dynasty, that's the random one. This is like second tier random. That's like first tier random. This is second tier random.
We picked UTSA at random on a full
Yes.
wheel spin.
And I think
then we picked the conference we played in as a wheel spin.
And then the schedule is a wheel spin.
Yeah, non-conference games were wheel
Right.
spins.
Why did I curve up? I should have not done that. I could look up if there's like a logo or a team maker still, because the official one I know is gone, but ooh, just short. The official one's gone, but I would be shocked if there wasn't a way to still do it. You know what I mean? Look, we're on the 1 yard line. We're on the 1 yard line. Guess what play we're running? Oh, 4th down.
4th and goal from the 1. Guess what play we're running?
We're running 4 verticals. We're running the Rizzler. It's required. We are the most predictable team in college sports. Josh.
Oh.
I was open.
No, you weren't.
I was about to be.
I had guys coming right at me.
Well, better hope they don't score. They didn't.
Hey, guess what?
Good stuff. It's 4th quarter. We're safe. For now.
Watch that safety.
Go. Go.
Ooh.
Go. 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 Go.
I tried laying out a clutch block for you there. It's the 4th quarter already.
It is. There it is. This is going much better than the last time, but it's also a much lower scoring game than the last time.
Not necessarily. When we started overtime, the score was like 49-49.
I know. That's still 2 touchdowns from now. For them, that's... what? 3 touchdowns from now. They'd have to score 3 touchdowns, and we'd have to score 2. That's a lot. Josh, that's 35 points. In 4 minutes and 40 seconds, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Oh,
Why are we watching this?
I clicked the wrong button.
Well, that's all right. 464 yards, all the Rizzler. Cool. This is going much better.
We're going for 2.
No. All you gotta do is just try to find where the soft spot's gonna be. Like right there, I knew it was gonna be underneath because they were covering deep. It may have only been 6 yards, but I'll take 6. Very tight, but it worked. Got the backup in for me. It's not Edwards. Oh! I did an adjustment right as soon as you threw it, and it didn't pick it up, so I had to come back for it, and the defender was there. Edwards is back. That's a tutty. What? No, it's not. Are you kidding me? That's on me. If I hadn't spun, it would have been in.
Tried to do some rizzle dizzle when you didn't. When you just needed to get to the end zone.
No, that was me trying to do a razzle dazzle when I should have done a rizzle dizzle. What?
Okay.
Whatever. I'll take the blame on that, but not for that right there, but for the play before it. It should have been a touchdown. That's on me. I'm actually sorry, I did my math wrong. It's 6 touchdowns. They're gonna kick the onside.
No, they didn't.
They did. Oh right,
Nope.
because we've got timeouts. Good tough catch. Uh-oh. Light a fire.
They're lighting something.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Why? Why was it underthrown? Oh, man. Did you lob that?
I lobbed it.
Okay.
There's someone right behind you. I couldn't have bullet past that.
It's fine.
It's
Worked
fine.
out. We're good. The Rizzler comes with some risk. It's just the consequence of the play. I thought you were going to say I'm going to go for 2, and I would have been so mad. Wah, 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 wah. Cool, they
Nope,
scored. They scored at the very end. Good for you.
They're just trying to make the game look close.
Wah, 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 wah.
Burn, burn. Playing at 5-4 Michigan.
All right. That's a dub. All right, let's see. Only 3. I'm not open. I'm not open.
That was entirely my fault.
They just
Okay,
did not let
we're just
that
gonna
go.
have to Patrick Mahomes this.
You're right.
Why did I do that? We'll spot them 10, get their confidence up. And then destroy them.
Oh. Nice extra yards. Oh.
And to throw out of a sack.
There we go. Whoa, dude.
He tried. He tried.
Had to really come back for that one.
Watch, touchdown.
Not quite.
I meant first down.
Okay. Ooh, that was a tight window, dude. That was spooky.
Sometimes it just works out.
Sometimes it pays to be spooky. That's a tutty. That's a tutty.
Man, you know what blast from the past I started seeing clips of on YouTube?
What?
The George Lopez show.
Really? You know what
Yeah.
show I've never watched? The George Lopez
What?
show. I've never watched that show.
I watched it a lot when I was younger because it would come on Nick at Night.
Ah. I just finished How I Met Your Mother and I just started The Big Bang Theory. Restarted. I just needed a
We gotta
show.
turn over.
We just needed a show that was like a light watch that's like I could easily fall asleep to it. I'd been doing that with How I Met Your Mother, and since I finished it, I just decided. I honestly thought about going to Futurama, but I want to actually actively watch Futurama, not passively watch it.
Oh, dang it.
Was that a
Yeah, it
Wildcat?
was a Wildcat.
Excuse me. Whoa, whoa. Oh,
That was a bullet pass for the record.
I know it was. It just was. I couldn't find a window.
Okay, we're going to spot him 13. Sometimes you got to look like you're trash in order to win the big one.
Right. The big one.
You know, like the Chiefs did.
Yeah, the big one.
I finally started watching this past season, Chiefs season, the franchise on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's just funny to just watch through these episodes and just be like, man, we're about to have a brutally heartbreaking loss. And and all the narration in this episode is making it sound like we've just figured everything out. Like, I just watched the episode where it's just like, man, we're figuring everything out at the right time.
Oh.
We're on a winning streak. We're doing great.
Yeah.
And then that Broncos game in Denver happened.
Yep. What?
I'm not even sure where that was going.
Okay. You got it.
We're going for 2.
I would have been mad.
Oh, nice.
I think the wiggle threw him off. Oh, I missed.
Oh, did you see that?
What happened?
I double tapped X and it started to slide, but then the game was just like, nah, you're getting tackled. Watch this replay.
Oh, yeah, I
He
did
leans
see it.
back very quickly, and then the game forces the tackle animation. I'm gonna be honest, if the new game has the graphics of, improved graphics of current Madden, and then is just like basically this gameplay, I'd be happy.
Yep.
Because while this gameplay is still flawed and not perfect by any means, it is better than Madden. But I hope it's better than either of these games. And it does give me a little bit of optimism when EA hired some of the guys that were on the college football revamp project. All right, got 27 seconds. You ready?
Let's find out. On that hurry up. We're chugging. Got it. It doesn't matter.
Took us 19 seconds.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Nice, nice. Oh. Another one?
Yep.
Oh, man. If I hadn't stepped out, you've gotten a few more at least. Couldn't get that block. Nice. What was that noise?
You know, it's just a sound. That's just a sound that football players make.
Yeah, you're right. I got you. I got you. Oof. That'd have been a big one.
Could have been if they weren't in the backfield so quickly.
Ooh, that was a one-handed catch, by the way.
Look at him breaking his own records. Breaking our own records.
Yes, sir. That's me. Oh, come on. Just catch it in stride, my guy. I wonder if there's like, because it's like I'm holding the aggressive catch button, but it isn't a possession catch, which would just make me go down.
Nope, we looked it up.
So
Y is the only catch button in this game.
So it has to go up for it, which sucks.
Yeah. In Madden, they have Y is aggressive catch, A is possession, and then X is rack, which is catching it in stride. Get those. No, not the rack, but yak yards after catch.
Oh. God, such a hard hit. No, I'm getting held up. Oh, it's all right. Ooh, that's good D.
Pass interference.
Oh yeah. You're right. Pass interference for sure.
It's always pass interference if we don't catch the ball.
Yeah, I didn't have space for that.
But was he in bounds?
Yes.
That is the question. I'm gonna look. I am gonna look.
He's very in bounds. Oh.
Okay, yeah, he's in bounds.
Turn the camera. Turn the camera.
Wait.
The guy that goes down.
Seven's not catching it.
No, it's 10.
10 is catching it.
Watch his left foot. He's still up. Okay, he's in. That's in. It's gonna slide out, but it doesn't matter. Why? It was underthrown again, and it's not you. I'm just going too deep, I guess. Like, I was past it, and I just didn't have enough time to react to come back to it. It's annoying.
Ah, damn, they scored.
Oh no. Hoodoo. Get there. Oh.
Oh, come on. All right, touchdown right here. Here we go.
Come on. Oh. There it is. Oh. Stride, man. One-handed grab. Late tackle, unnecessary roughness.
We're going for 2.
We are not.
This is going to be a fake kick. Just watch.
Bang. Oh, oh!
This is not the play that I want.
Hello?
It's the 2-minute warning.
Yep. Oh, horse collar. Oh my god, I dropped my phone. There we go. Josh?
Oh.
Were you about to run that?
No.
Good.
Don't worry about it.
Correct answer. You better not have been about to run that. I would have been mad.
All right, we got 23 seconds, Derek.
You know what that means. Time to rizz him up. Oh god, we've got the backup in. It's alright. It's alright, it's alright.
Nope.
Yeah, you just go ahead and change it.
We can't without the Not the first team offense.
Right, but we need to call a timeout because if we go into the hurry up, then they'll never sub in. Now we don't have a timeout.
But we're going, we don't need timeouts.
Uh-huh. Oh, man, what a catch.
Sometimes, like, I'm holding the
I know.
button to hurry up, and it's just like, nah, we're going to look at replays.
Oh, man, it keeps someone behind. 13 seconds. We're at the 50. We got 50 yards for glory. Go down.
Because if we really need to, we could always spike the ball.
Oh.
Oh. And on that massive disappointment.
Oh, the green crap. Kidding. Oh, man. No glory. But that's a dub. And on that disappointment, that's going to be the end of my stream.
And on that massive disappointment.
I'm going to go ahead and mute Josh on Discord.
We only won by 33.
I know, only by 33.
We could have won by 40.
Alright, Josh, I'm about to mute you.
Okay.
Alright. That's gonna do it for the stream. So, with that, I appreciate everybody who came to watch. It's been a good time. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna stream is gonna be. I don't know if I'll stream on a weeknight. And I don't have a schedule. I just do this when I feel like. I know that's not really helpful for building an audience, but regardless, that's just the way I'm doing it. Is I stream when I want to stream. So if you go ahead and click the notification bell if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Twitch, just give me a follow and make sure notifications are turned on. That way you hear whenever I'm on stream. You'll know when that is. I play all sorts of games. Earlier we did Stardew. I might do some Stardew off stream just because I like Stardew, and I'll update you on what I do off stream. Also, I mentioned Toy Story Racer as an option. I do want to do a replay of that, and I'd actually like to stream it because I do it like every year. So that's something I'm gonna do. Otherwise, we've got this game. We've got Madden. We've got basketball. All sorts of stuff. When Ghost of Tsushima comes out, I plan on playing that on stream when it's on PC. I'm currently replaying it on PlayStation. I played it a few times. Earlier, some of the chatters were talking about Red Dead. Minecraft is an option. All sorts of stuff. So I'd like to keep this going in the future. Again, I don't know when the next time it's going to be. I don't have work on Friday, but I think I'm going out of town on Friday. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream this weekend, unfortunately. But just keep your eye out for a notification, or if you see me going live, give me a watch. Love having you around. I appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.